Hi, welcome to this Tower Love reading. My name's Sophia. Welcome to this community. So what I'm getting is recognizing your happiness. Now, this could be, I feel, with your person, both of you, like who you want to settle down with, what your life is going to be. You know, for example, most people bundle in, oh, my kids are your happiness, right? But it's not just that, because a lot of people just shag someone and then that person has a kid, right? That's not really going for your happiness. That's the result of a one night stand. That's the result of a drunken teen. That's a result of, the man randy and the woman wants to nail the guy, or I want to get pregnant. This is more bigger than that. This is like recognizing your happiness. And this could be, okay, I've got children, what next? That's what I'm kind of getting. Oh, I just want to say, so I'll see how the cards jump in with that. Someone emailed me and said, oh, are you with Twinflame number 1 and Twinflame number 2? Is that what you were saying from your reading yesterday? So I've got to clarify that. No, I'm not, seeing double people and 3 people. What I'm trying to say is that a lot of twin flames, particularly the feminines, are getting options of twin flame number 2. Now, I'll repeat, the reason why they're getting that is a couple of reasons. Firstly, was because twin flame, let's just say number 1, kept going with third party. And not only third party, then there was other options coming in as well. So I said on my reading yesterday that, they try to make it as fair as possible. And because the divine feminine feels very much attached to the twin flames, so will stay and kind of put up with it. So it's like, okay, so that you're attached to someone. So actually what the actuality is, because your person was choosing other options, so you're attached to that person. So the actual contract is so other options came in for you. Hence twin flame number 2. That is one reason, the main reason why twin flame came in, because of they like attracts like, you're attached to someone. So they kept with their options. So you had another option. But why I was mentioning the twin flame number 1, twin flame number 2, is because I'm not with number 2. I'm not saying that, but if I don't mention, because I was like, why have I met number 2 when I'm happy with David, put it that way. But I'm here. If you met a twin flame number 2 and I didn't mention it, you might think, surely there's not a number 2, because Sophia would have said something. So that's why I know I met number 2. What I was trying to say is that a lot of people have booked me and said, I'm on number 2, right? This is twin flame number 2, and I'm still struggling. So I was given an example. When I met my twin flame number 2, I still see him. He's local to me, and I chat. And there's an example of, David's drama is with baby's mum, other people's interference. So you might go, well, fuck off, number 1, right? You've got too much drama. And like I said, I met number 2, and he hasn't got any baby's mum. Well, he has got their drama, but he's taken them to court, right? So it didn't have that, but he's got a dog. So he works a million hours and then he goes home to walk the dog, feed the dog. So it's like another version of drama. So that's all I was saying. So if I did see him, I still wouldn't see him. It's all drama anyway. Right? So I'm saying that you've got to learn to deal with situations, not expectation. The negative from a situation is going to go. You learn to deal with it. And when you're working on yourself, A, you don't get so pulled into the fuckeries and the drama. If your person is, they will have to learn that themselves. And B, you'll learn how to deal with it if it comes in your face. If you're watching, you know that your person, if they have baby's mum's drama, other people's interference, generally they're slagging you off. There's nothing you can do about it, right? Your person must learn to stop listening to gossip. Simple as that, right? That's it, right? And if they don't, then you'll attract someone else. But like I said, if you're working on yourself, so I just want to say that. Whilst I shuffle, I'll say again, There's an offer on image reading, tarot readings. You get the free Twinflame program. The Twinflame program is all about the contract, why you're here. It also has a Kundalini exercise. It has and communications tool. You lot fuck up the communication big time. I can guarantee to get you back in contact with your person, but when I say to you, look, what have you said? Whoo! You fuck that right up, right? Now the communication tool, you might go along with that, but you've got to do other things as well. You know what I mean? But generally that can get you back in communication with your person. Right, let's see what the cards say. So I just wanted to clear that up for you lot thinking, oh, well, I can have twin flame number 1 and twin flame number 2. No. Right, let's see. Huh. Here it is again. Why is that? I'm going to ask them what's going on with this card, because I have it in quite a lot of my readings. Yesterday it didn't come out, but it doesn't matter if it didn't come out yesterday, because today, bush, bam, it's like, oh, you have a break, Sophia, but here you go. Mr. Slow as Fuck is back. All right, Knight of Pentacles. So the first row, Knight, and then I'll check to see what this is about. Knight of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. Guitar, yes. Pulling me to the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is about how you live off this planet. Yeah, to go towards your happiness. To go towards your happiness on this planet. My 10 of Cups is based around Aleister Crowley's. I think this is how he has his 10 of Cups. I blatantly nicked Aleister Crowley. Some of my cards, Aleister Crowley is absolutely the best tarot deck of cards. 100%, right? There's positive and negative. Some people say he's this and that. I'm saying his cards are fucking amazing. So I got a few of my cards based around his. Now this 10 of Cups is based around his, and I'm sure it is. But anyway, it's got the Tree of Life and the Kabbalah combined, right? The Tree of Life represents, which is the Kabbalah, which represents the philosophy of how you live on this planet, incorporating all alchemical elements. Meaning, if you want to manifest your wishes and desires from all alchemical elements, earth, air, water, fire, you need a combination of all of them. So why some pulled into this card, it's like there's something that's missing then, because waking you up to your happiness. The Judgment card, waking you up to, like I said, it's not just 15 years ago someone said, are you happy in your job? I go, yeah, I was a computer engineer, I was my own boss, I was doing my own thing, I was making lots of money. I was asleep though. So this is waking you up to your happiness, which I said, which was the initial energy. But I'll see what's going on because it's slow. Yeah, to your fulfillment. And fulfillment is about inside. Like I said, just having when you get rich and famous people and their children are all on drugs and stuff like that, even the famous and stuff, when they get onto drugs and drug addicts and stuff like that, it's because they're not fulfilling their needs. So for example, if someone gave me a Ferrari, would that mean that I'll be like completely happy? And that's what most people do. They're like, I'll focus all my happiness on the kids, because of, if you say you don't love your kids or your kids are not your happiness, you look bad. But it's like, but you can have other, like me. I know my daughter is absolutely part of this twin flame journey to prove to others that I'm blatantly saying to you, I had to choose between being a single parent or entrepreneur sorting families, because I had to sort my family and other family because our parents died and I'm the main breadwinner. And I chose to be an entrepreneur to support the family. Plus I can't be enslaved in a corporation, a job. I don't even care if it's a sweet shop. I can't let no one tell me. I have to tell them when I've got to go to the piss. I've got to tell people when I'm hungry. Fuck off. No, I couldn't do it. So that is me. And that's what this is. Stop focusing on the children of like, oh, they are my life. They are my everything, right? Because all that does is then make your children have children. Because you like focus on them today. And then the no one tree of life, this cycle of life continues of everyone just having children and no one is ever fulfilled. This is what is part of the contract to wake you up to recognize that. So does that mean fuck off your kids? Don't be fucking stupid. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, what else do you like? What is your passion? That's what this is. Not because twin flames do Reiki, acupuncture, yoga, meditation. Not because of that. What else is it? That's what this is about. And this is why it's slow. Because you fear to come out that comfort zone of doing anything more than that. Now, obviously, some of you, you know, I'm not saying that you can't be into your kids and stuff like that, but this planet isn't just to spit out kids, is it? No, it's the experience planet. Six of Pentacles is making a balance between the children and between having a life as well. And that's what your person has to do, but also what you have to do as well. So why the Knight of Pentacles? Why does that keep coming out? Let me kind of clarify this. Once again, it's to do with fear. It's fears overriding your person, both of you to focus on the physical. So your person focuses on the money and you focus on like the kids. And it's the first card, and it's like, this planet is not just about that. It's about, I don't know how else, it's a repeat of readings, but I get it. That's all I do. As I will say, and I say it all the time, my son has a tarot shop, right? And I'm now looking to get a tarot, well, on a stall or something, but he has a shop, right? And I never told my son to do cards. I never showed him I said, look, there's my decks of cards. He had a look at them, right? I never said to him how much money I make. Nothing, right? He sees me get up, I'm passionate, right? He like when he was here, when the virus was out, he came, stayed with me. He see me get up and do the cards, and that was a priority. I locked myself in the room, so don't bother me. And he can see that how I was into mission. I influenced him to do that. I never told him to do it, nothing like that. And this is what this is about. Like, it doesn't mean you influence to do the job that you're doing, but he can see what makes me happy. So he tried it and it made him happy. If he tried it and he didn't like it, he probably wouldn't have done it. This is what this is about. You don't influence your children by going, playing, baking cakes, getting them a good education. You influence them by how you're fulfilled. The tree of life. By you're fulfilled. Because you're stupid, and I'm going to repeat that, too stupid to think that your children don't know that you're unhappy as fuck. I don't care if they come round and you're baking cakes, right? Children are the highest energetic frequency of this planet. They get skewed with their perception from 7 years old, from belief systems, traditions, parents, television, bollocks, right? Schooling, education, all that skews them. But before that, when you're sad, they know. I don't care if you're putting on a fake smile, they know, right? But if you're fulfilled and following your bliss, hence why I said my daughter not being around was massive connection with this twin flame, because of when she came, I felt I needed to make money because my core being is to make money because I wanted to make money for the children, right? For myself, but for something to leave the children, because money is as important as the air you breathe on this planet. Pentacles. Pentacles is the world. Why is Pentacles the world? Pentacles is money. In tarot is the truth of this planet. You need your money on this planet, right? So it was important to me. And when she used to come round, it's not like I'll leave her there, but she could feel that energy of like I wasn't being free. When I had an alternative weekends, 100% my focus was on her. This is this. I don't know. Is there children here? I don't know. But what I'm getting, this is why it's slow, because you're not learning that lesson. You're doing jobs thinking that it's connected with this mission, or thinking because it's somehow to do with a twin flame or what, but it's not. It's not. And that's why it's slow. And you fear to come out of this comfort zone. So you're not creating balance in your life because you're not following the philosophy of how to live on this planet. Although I'm talking to starseed light workers, twin flames. So you're supposed to be. Two of Swords, Knight of Swords. Okay, let's hold on. Yeah, you're investing. Hold on, first line again. You're investing in things, but you're not pushing it further. I'm always pushing mission people. But the fact that they're with me and stuck with me, which I appreciate mission people, I presume is because I push them. It's not, but if they, why would they stay with me just paying for mission and I was just doing the same old? And I don't think, it's not a business strategy. When you're, that sounds vain. When you're enlightened, you get downloads of what to do on this planet. And I'm constantly getting downloads of what to do. And I don't just flap my gums like other people on YouTube. I take action on it. So I take action on what I'm going to do, and then I suggest to mission people from what I'm doing. And this is you are just, there's no balance. You're not trying anything. You're not pushing things forward. You're just staying in this same old. Because all twin flames do Reiki, so I'm going to do Reiki. All twin flames that are together have a YouTube channel to show off their person. That's what I want to do. That's you lot, mate. It's not supposed to be like that. So you're not doing the hard work. That's the question. Why is the fear? What is the fear? It's insecurities. Low self-worth. Once again, this is to do with mission. I think all my readings are to do with mission. Collaborating, like I said to mission people, go and look for market stalls to do tarot readings, right? Because my son's extremely successful with it, right? It's saturated on YouTube, but out in the world, not really. You don't get to see much people doing it. A shop, you could get a shop, but why not do it? A market stall seems a bit more easier, right? Well, I'll go into more details to mission people about how to set it up and blah, blah, blah. Now, when you go down a market stall and you look, you just take it for granted. You know, there's some fruit and veg, there's some plants, there's some handbags. Looking at it from another perspective of you going to set up a stall or something, anxiety, stress, depression, worry. Oh, that's out of my comfort zone. I'll just bake cakes and read stories and do homework, even though the kids are at school 9 to 3. Why the fuck do they need homework as well? But there you go. I'll do this, plugged into the matrix society way of life, Knight of Pentacles. That's what it is. That's why it keeps coming out, because it's the following the norms of society that's fucking you up. And that's what's keeping you slow. You're not doing anything different. So you're not creating any balance in your life. And it's all stemmed from fear of the change. That's the Knight of Pentacles. And you just keep sticking to it. And it's even like, for example, I've got a program with my health program, and it's the most important program At the moment, I would say, in my opinion, because you lot all know about energy, you know about the inner child, you know about transmutation of negative, you know about sexual abuse. But what about that fat that you put inside your fucking body, right? What does that just vanish? That still blocks you. So what's the point of going to counseling to remove the energy, 10 of cups with inside of you, but you're still blocked with the fucking McDonald's you keep eating and shoving down your throat, right? The takeaway, the biscuits, the crisps, the shit you eat. Now, it doesn't mean you have to be totally vegan and don't eat any crap, because this world is about balance and this world is completely dark. So, you know, that's a good thing. Take a positive, which is transmutation of negative, of energy. Take a positive from the negative. So, because this planet is so dark, if you didn't eat any junk food, you'll be fucked up, right? Children roll around in the dirt, don't they? They don't die, do they? You have to have some kind of, your immune system has to get used to the darkness, but doesn't mean eating McDonald's, takeaways, Kentucky's and junk food all the time. The people that create them for the poor. Trust me, the rich and the successful do not eat that shit food. They don't. You show me Brad Pitt eating a McDonald's, right? Or down Kentucky. You show me Clint Eastwood, right, in a pub with the lads. You show me, I don't know, women. I don't know much women. Angelina Jolie, because I know Brad Pitt, right? At the club with the girls. You don't see that. Why do you think Kardashians is so successful? Because they planted it out there so that the poor follow that. Oh, Kardashians and all the family, and then we go out with the friends. No, that's one-off unique, right? All the others don't do that. Do you see them do that? You don't. You always see them where? With their husband. That's the will card, is the spouse, with your spouse. So it's very important to find someone who you connect with and take your time. The positive of the Knight of Pentacles is stable, slowly, focused on yourself, right? Mastering your fears, coming out of your comfort zone, right? Doing what you want. Then you find someone, and you generally find what your person likes, you get into anyway. Not finding the same shit. Like I said, with my son, he got into tarot. Now David's into tarot, right? And I like Keep Fit. He's the one who got me into it. He can't do training with me. He's too hardcore. I ask his advice, but he ain't training me, no. But I like boxing, and I like the other stuff he does as well. He likes furniture and building stuff. What I'm trying to say is, completely both of us combined is different ways of life. You like, oh, well, my twin flame's so like me and he's my mirror and this, that, but you're different, and that's good, this reading. This is saying it's a good thing, but you have to find more things. You're still finding someone that's different, which their mirror is. They are different, but you're staying to the tradition. And thinking naively that Reiki, acupuncture, yoga, meditation is different. It's not. Esoteric is different, the unknown. If I said to you, if you met me and, well, I said, oh yeah, I'm a multi-millionaire entrepreneur. That's different, right? Not yoga, meditation, right? That's not, right? If I go to someone and I say I'm doing image reading, that's different. Yoga, meditation and all that is not different. Selling crystals is not different. Alien, right? An alien, go and check it on Google, means different. You feel a galactic star seed, a seed from a star, connection from up above. Which a star seed, a seed from the star, is alien, right? An alien is different. But you're doing, and why I'm spitting out all that, because this card keeps coming out. And this is why it's slow. You're not understanding the connection. Two of Swords. Why is Two of Swords here? Underneath that. I'll show you the bottom row. Oh. Okay. Two of Swords, Nine of Swords, Judgment. Wake the fuck up, right? Judgment call. The wake the fuck up about what you're doing. You're not manifesting your wishes and desires, right? Okay, the Two of Swords is connected with justice. So you're like, okay, it's not fair. Something's not fair here. Oh, you're unhappy with the slowness. And the slowness is connected with something that you feel is not fair. Something about, yeah, balance is justice. What's unfair? Something that's in, it could be children, because I'm picking up children, although children's not in the cards. Because it's not the children. Okay, I get it. So there's something like, this is maybe a small amount of you. There's something like that you're feeling is unfair. This is why this connection is slow. Connected with children, maybe, that is like, your person's not coming towards you because they're staying married to this person because of the children. Children's not in this connection, because in this reading, because it's fuck all to do with the children's fault, is it? That's why it's not. But I'm getting the energy of children in the reading. So it's something like your person who's working 1 billion hours, so is not coming towards you because they're working 1 million hours because of the children. There's something like the person is working or something focused on their house. They can't move the house. Something connection with the children. There's something here like that, which is unfair, because I'm getting the justice card here. But it's a wake-up call for you. Yeah, it's like, this is a nightmare. It's not balanced. But it's like, fuck that, matey. This is what this reading is saying. Focus on your shit then. Focus on you. And that's what this is. To come out of that. Look, the justice card, the Rider-Waite justice card is this. This card is a copycat of the traditional Rider-Waite, right? It's the angels upstairs, the universe waking up the masculines out of the gravestone. The gravestone represents dead and buried. You know, I got this from Les Brown. He's like, so many people die. The graveyard is filled with potential ideas, because so many people talk about, I'm going to do this and I wish I should have done that and I wish I could have. So many potential ideas when you die. This is waking you up out of your potential and pushing you forward to follow your fucking fulfillment and stop getting involved with this bullshit over here. Waiting for your person. Yeah, I understand. You say what you got to say to your person, you know, coming towards me, moving in, whatever. Depends how far you are on your journey. But then if they're not doing it, I keep telling you, if they're playing Mr. or Mrs. Silly Bollocks over there, focus on your ass. Do your own shit. The 10 of Cups is fulfill yourself. Totally fulfill yourself. I say everything I do, I don't sit here and base it around David. I do not. I saw him yesterday. I went to, because he works in Camden Town, which in the UK is probably the most famous market. And I was like, oh, my son works in a shop near a market. Maybe I'll do tarot in the market at the weekend, right? So as I saw him, and then I popped to the market. Now, it would have been great if it was worked out that I would have been there. Then I would have seen his fine ass more, right? Because of he's literally on the market. Well, he's just off the market, right? But I walked around. It wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. What you lot do is mold your life around the person. So I'm looking for other markets. And now that other markets is an hour in other directions, or nothing to do where David is. And I didn't, you know, it was just that seed came into my mind, and it wasn't necessarily saying get a market stall to be near David. It wasn't nothing to do with that. When I done tarot, when I done this channel, it was I didn't know that other twin flames were up on YouTube doing tarot as mission or chatting with their person. And that was what everybody wanted. I just created the channel and then I was researching at the same time. And then I was like, oh yeah, everyone wants their person up on YouTube. What I'm trying to say is that I followed my own fucking fulfillment. It's not part of a plan of, well, I must do what is right with the children, right? From the society of bullshit of what is right, right? Everyone has their own versions of right. Hence why a twin flame connection is so, what people will say, is fucked up and out the norm. Because you're not supposed to follow norms, because everybody has their own versions of norms. You're not supposed to. And that's what this is. It's waking you up. Follow your fulfillment. Follow your fulfillment. Your person is your emotional fulfillment. Yes, right? It's part of it. So it's like, if it's not working, why isn't it working? It's not working because you're not coming out of comfort zone. And all this seems to me, this is other people. Yeah, this is babies, mums, babies, dad influencing your person to not move forward. But you have third party influencing you as well. And like I said, you can't do fuck all with them, right? You get on, you keep doing what you're doing, and then they wake your person the fuck up to then follow their fulfillment. And that's what I feel they're doing as well for the masculines. If you're not on board with you following your fulfillment and your person just gets up and stops listening to the third party gossip, drama and chit chat of bullshit, right? They just get up and they come away from it. And then he comes towards you, let's just say, and it's like, oh, but you're still stuck in the 3D of listening to Sarah Louise and Billy Bob about blah, 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 and how you should just, stay and do this and stay and do that. Then they go on their merry way. That's what this is saying. Let's get some more cards. If there's anything else. Oh, gosh. Quickly then. I can't even rush. It is what it is with the readings. So it's a wake-up call on your ass of you're not following. This is both of you. If, for example, you was doing your own shit and you was on point and your person was still over there playing Mr. or Mrs. Silly Bollocks, they're getting the wake-up call. Hold on, you're listening to gossip, drama, blah, blah. It's not fair, right? You're indecisive. You're in and out. You're taking your sweet-ass time. This is chronic delays because I keep getting the Knight of Pentacles. She's moving on. He's moving on. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. They're pushing that wheel forward. You're missing out. But you wouldn't mind. You'll be, heartbroken, but you'll still be like, I can't change no one, right? And you get on with it. Yeah, death card. Fuck's sake, man. Death card here. Judgment card. Fucking massive wake-up call. The past, Jesus, but the death card, I've got to go into it. Sorry, it's long. The death card is one of my most important cards in tarot to me because we live on this physical world. And this physical world, the most pain, right? It's not the Three of Swords, is the pain is death, right? Which I don't really get a kind of because, when my family died, I'm more connected with upstairs than ever. I can't wait to go up there. It's like a fucking party. It's not a party, but, it's bliss up there. This is hell, right? They're in heaven, so this is hell. It's obvious, right? So the death card to me is like, it must die. This shit, right, must die, what you're doing. Judgment call. Wake the fuck up to what you're doing. It must die. You must follow your own bliss. Not waiting for your person, not following what other tarot readers do, not what anyone else, what your own bliss. And how you do that is by the alchemical elements, right? And the first to do with the Tree of Life is the Fool's Journey, which is taking the risk of coming out of your fucking fear and your comfort zone. Wheel of Fortune, like I said, destiny, spouse. This is so you get that person that you settle with the rest of your life. You do not see rich and famous people like all out with everyone. They have their spouse and then they go out and do their own shit. Maybe the spouse comes with them. The poor mentality, oh, you're by my side. my other half. No, right? I'm saying, I talked to David about if we get our house in 10 years in the middle of nowhere, it'll be massive, and you'll be down one end, I'll be on one end, I'll be like doing my gardening and doing vegetarian shit, and you'll be building furniture and all that over there, right? But we're still together. That's it. We're still together, but separately doing independent things. He's like, yeah, this half of the house, I'm going to put my room doing this, doing that. You lot, poor people, yeah, let's look at the wedding plates together, right? Let's go and do this together. Let's do that together. There's no independence. It's all codependency. This is 7 Day Inner Child. Get it free on the in the Facebook group. Ten of Swords in reverse is about coming out of that thinking you know best. I don't care what other people are saying about me, baby's mum and all that. I don't give a shit. This is Ten of Swords in reverse, because there's fuck all I can do. Is David chooses, just like your person chooses to listen to gossip or whatever from other people, that's him, right? That's him. That's on him, right? Because at the end of the day, they know you. And all you can do is influence your person. And if it doesn't, see ya, you move the fuck on. That's it. Don't mean you say fuck, well, it depends. You might have just said, fuck off, matey, I'm out. With this death card. This could have been someone said goodbye, see ya, I'm out. With a death card and a judgment card. Wake up call, this ain't working. But it depends. Are you doing as much as what I'm doing? Then, if your person ain't moving and still listening to gossip and blah, 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 yeah, see you later, matey. Most of you, probably all of you, ain't doing what I'm doing. Mastery. This is what this is all about. You lot got to be the student first. People just get up and do Reiki and think, oh, well, I'm a master teacher. I'm doing counselling. I'm a master teacher. I'm like, no, that's not mastery. You got to be a student. You need to go through the struggles. So many sexual abuse advisors and stuff like that out there in life, right? Counselors. And I'm like, have you even been through sexual abuse? People doing tarot readings for twin flames. Are you an actual twin flame? Are you with your person? What the fuck are you lot listening to? That's all I keep saying. Wake the fuck up. That's like getting marriage advice from someone who's divorced 10 times. You're listening to tarot readers that first of all ain't even a twin flame. So how the fuck do they know your connection? Right? They don't know. You need people who empathize with you. Right? Put yourself in their your shoes, but they can't, can they? Because soulmates and twin flames are completely different. Completely. That's one thing. And two, if they can't keep their twin flame around, be in contact with them and talk to them, they're not fully on the path. If they're not in mission, doing active steps, not flapping gums, that's not active steps. That's swords. Talking. Swords. Twin flames are wands, which is action. If they're not doing actively out there on planet Earth, because they keep saying 3D, 5D, what are they doing 3D, 5D? Talking to people is not 3D or 5D, is it? That's air. 3D, 5D tells you to actively do things on planet Earth. 5D is action on planet Earth, not talking. That's counseling, talking, right? No. That's spiritual leaders, talking, no. Active. Hence why I say us lot in mission, volunteering, and now we're going out there, shops, stalls, doing what we got to do, counselling, tarot reading. If you, who the fuck are you listening to? Wake the fuck up. And that's what I'm saying. How can you be a master teacher if you're not even doing the shit? This is that. You need to be a master teacher, then you can teach others. I already knew about quantum physics. I already started that, studied that. I've got a degree in, I'm a scientist. I already I already done my counselling on abuse and my upbringing. I didn't know cards before I started the channel. I don't need to, because you get the messages from upstairs. So I already had the decades of preparation before I started this. You lot go up on YouTube, listen to a Twinflame and I'll just do Reiki and counselling and a tarot reading. There's no fucking experience. That's what this is. That's a positive. It takes time to learn the shit that you lot think, oh yeah, Sophia, you're lucky, you just get your Twinflame, you get mission. Took me 4 years to get these people in mission on this New Earth community. And that's from 2 decades of fucking experience of advertising and marketing. Plus, like I said, I've already done my counselling, already removed negativity, already knew about quantum physics. I already knew all that. You lot need to learn. It's taking slow, chronic slowness on both your asses because you're the leader, you're not learning. You not learning. Oh, my person's not, but this is 10 of Cups. This planet is energy. Energy is a manipulation of form, right? 10 of Cups, right? Which is the tree of life. You energetically shape your life on this planet. Energy. And you're the feminine. And guess what you are? Cups. Energy. Emotions. So you influence, right? So stop watching your fucking person. Keep saying, leave them over there. Let's close it out. Counselling. Counselling is needed. 100% counselling. Always needed with you lot. I'll just go and book another tarot reading, right? And you wonder why this is so slow. I need to love me first, then I can love you. That's the laws of the planet. 10 of Cups. That's how it is. That's how people get in, are happy on this planet. You love you, then. That's what most of the famous people, most of them are happy and married, right? And if they're divorced, they get someone else. Why is that? Because they worked their arse off, took their time to figure out what they want, and then took about 8 to 10 years to get it, right? It's about 10 years, a decade to be famous, about now, right? They worked their arse off, and that means they follow their fulfillment. So they follow their own fulfillment because this is about your inner world. So they love them, so they make love come towards them as well. That's what you're here to learn. And Sophia, I'll bake cakes with my person and with the children, and I go and I walk with my Jesus sandals and hug some fucking trees, and I got about 1 million crystals, and I sage my property. What the fuck? I got Reiki book for next week, and I'm aligning my chakras. What? You got your person? Ain't that your fulfillment? That's how I gauge if you're on track. I always gauge it. Where's your person? And no, not by manipulating them with a ring or knocking out a kid, right? That don't count, right? That what counts. Totally fulfillment, right? I need to love me first. I now know how much I need you in my life, right? So you know that. I think the person's waking up to that. Wake up call here. You make me extremely happy. And that's what this is about. You have your children, and right, it's like, they're just there, right? That's just like, yeah, you have children. Most people will have children. It's not like I said, you have it for an end game of like, I really love this person and I want to have children with them. But really, do you want the children, right? Have you explored this massive planet to see if there's anything else? Can't you have children and do something else? What is your extreme happiness? This is what this reading is about. Counseling needed. Speak to you later.